Your home should feel bold, polished, and totally you. I'm Danny Russo with Daniel Home. We design, remodel, and style spaces that look expensive because they are done right. From kitchens and bathrooms to full home renovations, we also got you covered on the furniture and the finishes that bring it all together. Are you ready to elevate your look? Visit danielhome.com or call 614-227-3155.
Oh my God. I would be Ubering to school every frickin' day.
Oh.
And cafeteria food? No. DoorDash, Uber Eats, delivered straight to the cafeteria. God, your kids have
Wait,
so
how much
good.
money were you making in high school?
Enough to spend, I know that much, because I would go straight from school to work.
Oh my God. I'm just like, wait, you're going to DoorDash every day and Uber? I'm impressed.
You remember the
Although
days
it
before
probably would have been like $2 a trip compared to now, because it was like 90 cents for gas back then, which would have been a great segue, but we're not ready yet, are we?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, can we clip it together?
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Maybe. If I remember it. Ugh.
Welcome to the Design Exchange podcast, live from the Interior Illusions Lounge in Columbus, Ohio, and via satellite. It's the one and only Camille Kauer.
I charge a lot, especially by the hour. Just kidding.
When I say Interior Illusions Lounge, if you know, you know. You might have to do some research on it. I don't think that our listening audience would get the reference, but go ahead and Google Interior Illusions and you can find out where I got that from, because it's just a recycled quote from a famous TV show. And yeah.
And
so we're going to start, we're going to talk Interior Illusions.
Interior Illusions.
Which I really think is an amazing name. I actually own... Do I still? No, I got rid of a lamp. I have a lamp, an ottoman, and something else from them. It used to be in West Hollywood.
Why is it called the Interior Illusion Lounge?
That's RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul's Drag Race. Start
I found
your
it.
engines.
And under the hood, the queens would sit in the green room, also called Illusion Lounge. From the second to the sixth season, the queens would sit within a 2 separate backstage room, originally sponsored by Interior Illusions. Are you telling me Google's wrong?
No, I was going to tell you to Google Interior Illusions, the store.
Oh.
It was a West Hollywood design shop and somehow ended up being the sponsor for RuPaul's Drag Race. It was very odd. So one thing that makes me mad that I have to have at all times, whether it's in my car, in my office, anywhere near me, bottled water. And Kaden just left and asked me if I needed anything, and there's no bottled water in the fridge. But they went to Costco and bought all kinds of luxury sparkling water. Why are you spinning?
Wait, did I become a therapist again?
No, I was talking about Brandon. Why is that there? Well, Nurse Kauer, I'd like to tell you, I've been very depressed.
This is Dr. Alicia M. Thompson, internal medicine physician, clinical research at Northbridge Medical Center provider.
Was that you?
Yeah.
That's really detailed that they did badges.
Just kidding. Yeah, they did. They did landscape and portrait mode. So I have 2 of them. And the other one I wore for my cosplay costume. I can't remember the character's name I was, but I was from Luke Cage, and she's a doctor. Well, in the comic, she's a doctor. In the movie, she's a nurse, played by Rosario Dawson. So there we go. Anyway, back to you.
Enough about me. Let's talk about me some more.
That's what I'm here for. Therapy. Tell me your deepest, darkest secret. No, I'm kidding. What brings you in today? And how did that make you feel? And how do we compartmentalize that?
By the way, since we gave them credit, we might as well give them a shout out. If you go to interiorillusionshome.com, you can shop their collections. Similar to the Daniel Home collection, but I think they're on a much larger scale. I am on their website right now, and I see some of the Tootsie furniture and some amazing pieces from some of our same vendors. But they are a great company to work for, based out of Los Angeles, California.
You know, it's funny.
Why did I just go
went
with
to
that
like
accent?
any furniture stores or design stores while I lived in LA, because my place was furnished, and my landlord was like, I don't think he was like necessarily an interior designer, but he was a set decorator for
Yeah.
music videos, and he also did like he would set up their movie trailers to make it whatever they needed. He's how I met David LaChapelle the first time and worked for him on the J-Lo music video, my landlord. He was
Yeah.
amazing. Like and most of the things in my house were antiques, to go back to the previous one, to the
Oh,
point
nice.
that it was so perfectly designed. There was no reason to go. So I'm so mad that I didn't. I went to a lot of art museums because I love art, but I
Yeah.
did not go to any furniture stores the entire time. I like never, not once. I don't remember one time having to go to a furniture store the entire time I lived there, which is crazy to me. Even as a kid, I don't remember ever going, because when we would live there as a kid, we would live a lot of times in those furnished housings or the pre
I remember going
Airbnb.
furniture shopping back in the day.
Yeah.
And there was only one place to go
Oh,
in Youngstown. It's still there.
Rhodes.
Sheely's. Sheely's Furniture. Not Shelly, Sheely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
But
say Rhodes or something like that. Lazy boy. You guys don't have a lot of mattress stores because there's like 3 million here.
I mean, they're on every other corner.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the phrase money's in the mattress? Keep the money in the mattress. Literally, when you're buying a mattress, the money that you're spending on the mattress is in the mattress. But they're so highly inflated with their prices. All it is a sheet of foam. And the spring ones I could see, but my God, that industry milks every customer they get.
I remember watching like an interior design show of some sort where they were talking about a mattress that was $100,000
Yes,
because it was.
one
Are
just
you
sold
gonna
in
tell it?
Columbus. Sorry, no, one just sold in Columbus, and it has stuff with horsehair, but I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah.
100K. I was talking about it with your friend the other day.
Because you said that, I know it's not my friend. I don't know anybody in Ohio besides you.
Hast Grand Vidas.
Is it a
That's not
Swedish
it.
company? Oh no.
Oh, no, that was German. Helix. No. I feel like I knew it. It was this literally stuffed with horsehair.
Yeah.
Of course, this took me to one of those stupid stores.
Well, the
Most
one I was
expensive.
speaking of, it wasn't made out of horsehair. It was made out of like previous family heirlooms that they would.
The mattress?
I don't know how. I don't know.
Hmm.
Like, as soon as they said the price tag, I was kind of no longer listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was like, that sounds gross. I'm now on a mattress that every family member has ever breathed into. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all these ads now because I just went and I'm on the New York Times right now, and it says, "I wish this $56,000 mattress weren't so incredible." And you could tell that's like an ad right there.
Oh, maybe it was
Asserted temper, Ashley
Hostings.
heirloom. That's what I found, but I can't find it
Oh,
now. Odyssey Spring Air Thermarest. No, I swore it had horsehair in it.
well, this one does have horses. Oh, I think this is it.
What is it?
I
Is it?
mean, the one I was talking about.
Oh, you may be.
But it does have horses on it.
Hot
So now I'm wondering.
Hastins.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see that picture of the blue and white check?
Yeah, that's what made me realize that it was it.
They sued an interior designer in Texas that used that same blue and white check on a sofa, and they used it in their brand or something, and they made them change it.
Oh.
I swear the name was more recognizable than what I'm getting, but
Well, it says two names there, but I don't. For Ferris Rafule. Rafule and Hostin. Hostins. I should have been
Visby.
saying it right.
Can't figure it out. I can't either. Anyway,
But anyway, moving on. For
welcome
those that
to
are
the design
listening, that
exchange.
can be boring.
Thank God we have a great
Listen
editor.
to them while they Google things.
Oh my God, can we start an OnlyFans and charge people to do that? Do you think we would have a fan base? Can we make a ton of money doing that?
I mean, they watch people play video games and they watch people eat. Why not watch people just randomly look up stuff while they're talking?
I mean,
It might fulfill something inside of them.
so anyway,
Oh, so now I'm gonna see if that's happening.
what are we going to be doing today? What are we going to be talking about today, Camille? I don't
Well,
even know
there's so
what we
much
just
coming up
said.
because by the time this comes out, we will be either going to High Point Market or returning from High Point Market. So we should definitely talk about High Point Market. We're going to definitely talk about how you're going to be traveling to High Point Market because you have
That's great.
a great way to save money on oil. And then we're going to talk about how oil prices are also affecting furniture, if they are yet. So let's start with whichever one you want.
Let's start with High Point Market, the fashion week of furniture. It is where the world shops for furniture in beautiful High Point, North Carolina. I will not say what number market this is for me because I've been to so many, but I am excited to learn a lot about AI this market, and that's where the world is shifting into a lot of AI. However, AI cannot get on a ladder and fix your roof. AI cannot decide the flow of a room. AI cannot be a plumber or an electrician. So you need to know how to use it properly. But what was the line you said? You were about to say something. You're like, that's a good segue. I'm going to repeat it.
Well, that was about the other thing, the
The
other topic,
gas.
not AI topic.
So, North Carolina, people have called it the Disneyland of furniture. We've made so many episodes about High Point with recapping and recapping and re-recapping. And this is spring market. So we were just in October at fall market. So a chair can only look like a chair so many times. And it's, for me, market has become a point of connection with friends, uh, more of my peers, industry leaders, and it's a lot about learning, seeing what's coming down the pipeline, spotting the trends before they come out. It was so funny because I was going through pictures today, and this week has been coming up. I've been trying to organize my photos all year long, and I've been on a great streak, and I found pictures of us from when we met. I found pictures back in 2014 or 15 when green started trending. Actually 2010, 2011, 20 green started trending back in 2012. 2013 emerald was the color of the year. 2017 greenery was the color of the year. And green is still going to be, it might be the color of the year next year. Who knows? Because I see a red, I see a blue, I see a peach. Last year we had Mocha Moose. This year we have Cloud Dancer. So I will be traveling in high style, driving myself down to North Carolina. And I'm going to come out of the closet and let everybody know that I drive an electric vehicle. That electric vehicle is a Tesla Cybertruck. So for all of you people that wanted to bro out and make fun of me for driving the Cybertruck, I can tell you that coming from a Cadillac Escalade, which was the biggest car on the road with a big engine, I got 11 miles per gallon. I was spending about $150 a week on gas. And my car payment was way, way, way higher than my Cybertruck. And I've saved I hit my 1 year anniversary of having my Cybertruck. I haven't really told anybody about it because I am driving a car that drives itself. That is the reason why I bought it. I did not buy it to make a political statement. I didn't buy it to do anything. I wanted it to drive me, and I can focus on other things. I've only gotten pulled over in it 3 times in the last year since I've had it, but the technology's been improving like crazy. So I could tell you that in the month of March, I spent $4 on gas, and I've saved a total of about $7,000 to $8,000 in gas costs by having the Cybertruck. There's zero maintenance with all Teslas. So, or all electric vehicles in general. You don't have a lot of maintenance. Sometimes you have to change the blinker fluid and vacuum it.
Yours?
No, there's no blinker fluid. I made that up. Turn signal fluid.
I kind of zoomed out.
Zoomed out. I zoomed out.
I mean, you're over there saying breaker fluid, whatever. I don't know. You're talking about automobiles, but of a truck that I find repulsive, honestly.
Oh God. Why?
Overall.
Why do you find it? Tell me why.
Because it's just,
It's a very polarizing vehicle.
I mean, if you let me speak, see, this
Go
is why,
ahead.
because people who
Fine.
drive it just run over people. They don't care about other people. They're not empathetic. They only want to hear their own voice. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not a
Very
big fan of
empathetic.
Cybertrucks because of a lot of the people that drive the Cybertrucks that I have seen.
Oh, Bod, don't go there. They are of a
I can go
different.
wherever I want.
I
You
know,
don't know what I'm
but
saying.
okay.
It's more of like they have like some type of wrap on it that they're selling something. Like
Oh, really?
I don't really see that many people who are driving it for leisure reasons. They'll have the dealer tags or something of that nature. I
Hmm.
think maybe in certain areas there, like maybe Texas or somewhere, they're a little bit more useful, but here it's a little overkill. Like we don't have to go haul a bunch of crap. I don't know. Like it doesn't seem very feasible for construction workers, or I don't know what group it would fit here. Because here, their cars that they buy when they want to buy something fancy, it's sports cars. It's not even
But
Bentleys.
I had this conversation with somebody else. There's an illusion that it's fancy and there's an illusion that it's expensive. It's,
Babe, I know how much you paid for it. What do you
I know
mean?
you do. I mean, but I could tell you that,
I paid half that for my Lexus.
but a year later, my car's values or the truck's value is still holding the same with 13,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So I was surprised by that. But I agree with you. There are two types of people that drive the Cybertruck. And I've categorized them into people that drive it for aesthetics and statements. And there's people that are contractors that wrap it weird and they do these weirdo modifications and make it look
Yeah,
even uglier than what people think. So a lot of people think it's ugly. I
it
think
is.
it's futuristic. It is.
Not.
I just think it looks futuristic. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like a slipper that I would wear
Well, I mean, have you
or a
ever
shoe.
babysat a kid and saw them draw a car? It looks the same if
I
they're
mean,
3 to 5.
I am babysitting all the time, especially 3 to 5 year olds. That is
I
like,
can
as soon as we
imagine that
wrap up
they
this podcast, I'm going to be going to my next job and I'm a nanny.
exactly. I figure
Danny
you're
the
not around
nanny.
them a lot, but I raised a child and that's how she would drive cars. So that's why for me, it looks very amateur. I feel it could have looked more new age and spacey considering of his SpaceX, and the Teslas are more rounded and this is just more boxy and a lot of angles. And I love the way you've upgraded your car, but the most that I see are still that ugly silver dump truck looking
Stainless
cars.
steel.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I blacked it
And you see all
out.
those videos of them breaking or stuff. So I was just kind of like, I felt like they
They,
would be made better because whenever you call me on it, I feel like you're in a tin can talking to me with a rope connected to it.
that is
And we're
one
back in
thing.
DSLR days, or not DSLR, dial up internet days. That's the previous conversation
Um,
about cameras and iPhones, which was also wrong. But yeah,
um,
I like the
yes. So it is when you design something that looks so simple, that is one of the most complex things. That the simple design, making something look so simple is one of the most complex things to achieve. And it is not easy to fix that car. I could tell you that much because I have experience having been someone who has had to deal with the car being in a collision, not the one who caused it.
oh boy.
Um, I've experienced the complexity and know what goes into the repair work. But I do agree with you. So sometimes self-driving does cut people off
Ooh,
randomly. And I'm like, wait, where? Sometimes I'm like, where are we going? Sometimes I'm holding on for dear life. But it is the safest car on the road if you're inside of it, not if you're outside of it.
I'm pretty sure the guy that got burned inside of one in Vegas would disagree with you.
That was a Google that. Google that one because that happened at a certain place and I think he set it on fire. I don't know, but they've been having issues with all electric cars, the door handles or something, and they're making them have actual door handles. Because honestly, after owning it for a year, I still don't know how to use it sometimes. But I could tell you that the drives have become so much better, and the software has been upgraded multiple times in the last year. But I love it. I mean, you got to get used to it.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the one in Florida. But this is even worse. 3 kids died inside of a Tesla. They resulted in a
Not
lawsuit.
a Cybertruck.
No, You want to read this then?
No, I don't know. I don't know. What does it say? Go
Three
ahead.
teenagers were killed in November 2024, Piedmont, California. Excuse me, not Florida. Cybertruck crash that resulted in lawsuits against Tesla, alleging defective, inaccessible electronic door handles that trapped passengers during a post-crash fire. Survivors and victims' families claim the occupants survived the initial crash but could not escape the burning vehicle, which hit a tree.
So I don't know if I've seen that one or read it, but there are manual door handles on the inside, which that's why me and any other Tesla owner, I'm in all the Tesla groups, would be confused because there's an actual manual release on the door handles. And when you use it, the car yells at you and says, you could damage the mechanism if you use the not automatic one.
Yeah.
I can tell you it is a complex vehicle. Elon did not want to put side view mirrors on them. The rear view mirror looks like it's a toy. You really can't see out of the rear view mirror. He had a lot of high hopes, and the pricing when it was released didn't achieve it. The range he didn't achieve. There was a lot of missteps, but I think they're going to be coming out with an SUV soon, and they're going to be coming out with a whole line based on that truck. But I can tell you that we lost power at our old office one day, and I literally had a backup. We lost power, and I had a backup T-Mobile modem, and I ran an extension cord from the warehouse, plugged our computers into it, plugged the modem into it, and I plugged it into the car, and I had power.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know. We're in a future where automated cars, Uber's going to be all automated. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we have
Amazon has Zoox.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Amazon has Zoox. Google has Waymo, and there's another one I can't think of. But yeah, it's polarizing. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
I know our police department was using Teslas, but they stopped after all of these lawsuits were happening because they weren't safe. So that's why I knew about the fire truck stuff, because I was very surprised when I went to go vote, because we have to pass all the police cars, and there were no Teslas anymore. And usually it was all Teslas. They got rid of them because, yeah. So
I mean, they are fast. An electric car was wildly fast. I never thought it would be so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a whole different experience.
Working on, like, they're working with automated buses. I don't know what the maker or manufacturer of that is, but they're doing these different like city buses or whatever that are going to be atomic, I think they called it.
Autonomous.
Yeah.
Autoatomic. Animatronic, automatonic, get on the bus and let's go. Right? Wrong. I don't know. But anyway, it is a brutalist design, has a very minimalist interior in the Cybertruck. It is almost architectural. I feel like I'm driving a piece of art.
You can get pretty interior colors like red.
You get black or you get white. Now you can always go the route of ultra customization and redo it, but I don't know. I realize
to give money to a billionaire, I think not. He has enough money for me.
Well, you also got to think there's all multiple companies. Like I realized when I was buying the car, Chase Bank has a stake in Tesla, and there's a bunch of other companies that are involved in Tesla. Every interaction I've had with an employee there, they've always been so nice and like wildly nice. I question, like, okay, this is it gives the illusion of luxury. For me, it was a cost saving thing because my Cadillac versus the Tesla, the payment was cut in half and it was much less. And I haul stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't it's useful in that aspect,
for sure.
But you got to learn the charging. I talk to you all the time when I'm in it, and there is a design flaw with the microphone. You have to have a headset or a backup. If you're not wanting to hold your phone on to you, you need a headset, but the microphone is right by the window and you can't hear anybody. So that's a very bizarre thing. So
But
I
it's
don't
really
know.
hard to make things look simple.
Yeah, but it is really hard to make things simple. It's a bold design choice. It's avant-garde. I'm avant-garde. It's a high concept architecture. I'm kind of high concept. It perfects statement interiors. I love statement interiors, but I really like the self-driving.
Yeah.
Like,
That, I mean,
all
I
the
could see
politics
that.
out.
No,
Like,
I mean, I actually like driving. I just don't like driving long distances because I get bored and I want
oh,
to scroll or something because I'm just sitting there bored a little bit. But if it's, I actually like driving. Like, I like the freedom of it all and just like
see,
if
I don't.
put on some good music and my sunroof down and it's nice weather, I can drive all day. But I also drove cross country a couple of times as a kid as well as an adult for the fun of it. So I'm not I like driving.
I mean,
So
you could, I get in my parking space, I get in the car, I tell it in the app where I'm going, I hit start, and it can go from parking space to location and back without me doing anything. And I just read a statistic yesterday that the accelerator, people in any Teslas only press the accelerator while in self-driving mode 1 to 1.5 to 2.5% of the time. So that's a good thing, I think. And they found that the interactions that a human is having with the self-driving system is because the self-driving system is being overly cautious and they want to pass somebody faster or make a maneuver that fits their driving profile. I read all of this and I don't know how I retain it because I don't even know what day it is or year it
I
is.
mean, sometimes we do have to fact check you. So make sure you fact check this because there could be a little bit of the mixy and the maxi and a
Mixie and
lot
the
of the boomy. So just double check.
I could tell you that I did get my information from
Oh dear God. I'm
there's a
scared.
website called Teslarati,
Oh, okay. I was
and
gonna say, I was like, wait a minute.
it was
Not
like
from the
from
same place
not
that said you were Madonna's interior designer.
yeah, I did. I never said that,
No, I
but
know. I'm
I,
saying from the
I
same
know.
website. Mhm.
But yeah, it is a simple car on the inside. And I've had a Model Y, I've had a Model 3 as loaners when I had to get something done. And I didn't mind those at all. And I really like the safety aspect of it because, my God, am I going to get in trouble for even saying this?
I mean, this has been a very long
I
Tesla
don't drive
journey.
it. I don't drive at night. And my eyes have gotten bad as I've gotten younger. I mean, older. But it the car detects people that I don't see, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'd be like, what? Why is the car stopping? Why isn't it going? And I'm like, oh my God, there's a person walking. And like the car noticed it before I did. So I don't know. It's safety for me. But gas prices are through the roof. What are you paying in North Carolina right now?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have the joy of being a 93 only car because I have a sports SUV and
What's that mean? The highest
yeah,
octane?
93. So it's like 490, I think. No, 450 is the last I paid because I actually went to Costco so I could get it a little bit cheaper because at the local BP or something it was like 479. I was like, oh, that's actually enough since I need to go to Costco anyway to just wait and buy it from there. But yeah.
Um,
It's always been expensive for my car because of the 93, so I normally don't really pay much attention, but I did notice the change this time around because it was like a whole dollar difference.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they come up with prices for
All I
gas.
know is it was 90 cents when we were kids, which is why I'm like, what in the world? You could have Uber Eats for a lot cheaper back then if it existed, or gosh only knows. This would have been a great
Oh my
segue about
God,
why you save so much money.
if I were younger, I would be ordering Uber Eats the high school cafeteria. I would be taking Ubers to school and work. And you go, well, how much did you make at work? Minimum wage. That was probably like I think minimum wage was 4.25 an hour back in the 90s. Does that sound? I don't know.
I I don't remember.
Where's
I
your
mean, because I
advertise?
also worked in entertainment, so I didn't always work minimum wage job.
So, I mean, I was paying like 115 to $150 a week in gas. And I did the math. If you that's 1 week times 52. I was spending almost $6,000 a month, a year on gas, and now I
Well,
spent
you were saying
3,000
that
in
there's
1
no
year.
maintenance, so you're also not paying for
No,
the oil changes and the fluids and the tire rotations.
we do need
I
tire
forget what it is.
rotations.
Oh,
Um,
and new brake pads,
the
all that fun stuff
car
we have to pay
breaks,
for.
when the car breaks and you're in self-driving, it actually creates more power that it feeds back into the battery. But my God, you have to be like an electrical engineer and know kilowatt hours versus mileage and blah, blah, blah. And it gets really complicated. But I don't know. A lot of people abandoned Tesla. And I was listening to Jeff Lewis live the other day, and Todrick Hall was on there, and they were saying how they both had Teslas at one point or something along those lines. And Jeff Lewis is like, oh, yeah, I go to Chick-fil-A still. But anyway, I digress. I know, I digress. You're supposed to keep me on track. That's why you're here. What are we talking about? Gas prices and
Oh,
how
you
it's
don't
going to
give me
affect furniture. Sorry,
every
go.
time I talk, you cut me off. So
Sorry.
I'm just sitting here listening to the
Sorry.
longest Tesla commercial ever in life. Have you seen the Polestars and the Lucids? I really like those.
Lucid, that's what it was. I couldn't remember. I do like Lucids, but they're cars and they don't have SUVs. And I needed a bigger one. And I would,
Well,
if they would have made it, I would have, what?
Rivian.
Rivian.
I see it around here.
Rivian. I don't like the way those look. You know what they remind me of? The headlights remind me of Minions. The little orange shaped people.
Yeah. The little orange.
Or yellow people. What are they? What are they?
You're right. I'm just laughing because you're like I, unlike you, have been around 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds. I've seen a lot of Minions in my life. So that's why I was kind of laughing that you even know who they are. But yeah. I had to pull up a picture to see what you mean. And I see that. I can kind of see the eyeball effect of it all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or it looks like pills.
I don't know. I just didn't like the look of the Rivian, but I really like the,
I like the Lucid.
Lucid.
I hope they come out with SUV.
Yes. So
that's the only one I could envision my husband and I both being okay with driving. Because our neighbor has the Lucid Air and it is beautiful. It's a burgundy color. It's so smooth and just gorgeous. Like, and even inside, and he was showing us like you showed me on your car too. Like there's nothing in the trunk or the hood. So it's extra trunk space. And the batteries and everything is underneath. So I was just like, that's so fascinating. I don't know how he goes about with the whole charging because he works from home. So I don't know if he has that same issue, but there's so many charging places around here because this is like the home of technology. We have Epic Games here, SAS, Smith Klein. We have all the higher end science stuff here.
So as everybody knows, it takes oil to make gas. It takes oil to make electricity. It takes oil to make plastic. It takes oil to make furniture.
Or at least to get it over from other countries on big shipping containers.
Yes. And the Strait of Hormuz has been affected with being closed. So furniture is sometimes getting stuck in locations, and we're seeing a little bit of delays. And I have seen gas surge pricing, fuel surcharges coming back to reality. I haven't seen them since 2007, 8, 9, and they actually never left. It was like, oh, we can charge a fuel surcharge, and now we're just going to leave the fuel surcharge on, and now they're adding another surcharge on top of that. So it's affecting a lot. Food, beauty, every industry is being affected by it. And if it's not one thing, it's another, because I feel like we just had this conversation about something else a couple months ago.
Well, it was tariffs.
Tariffs. You know, I can't even keep up with this version of America. I don't know what reality show we are currently living in or on, but I would like to be voted off of the island of, I don't know. I
have a better one. I know I know everybody in the office is watching Survivor, which I never watched, so I don't know why you were telling me about it. But I did watch I'm a Celebrity. Get me out. War.
Oh
You
my God,
remember
I missed
that?
that show. Yes.
I
My
did
God.
watch that. I don't do Roughing It because
But
I'm like
it's
I
like
think it's gross. Because there's
I'm-
people who really do rough it for like a living, and so to make it a show out of it, like exploiting, I don't like it. But good for them if they enjoy it.
yeah.
I'm weird. I know
I
that.
just don't know. We're
But
either going to war, getting out of a war, starting a war, ending a war,
we
doing a
were ending an
tariff.
entire civilization last night, which was scary because my cousin's engaged to a guy who's never been, but his family is from there, and he was just like, we just hung out Sunday at Easter, and it didn't even dawn on it. I mean, I knew he was Arabic, but I didn't know where from. Like I
Yeah.
don't care about those kinds of things with people. So I was just, he's family, right?
Yeah.
And so when he was telling me that, and that his mom has lost two people that she knows that were one was an aunt that she was very close to, as well as like a good friend that she was close to that she went to school with and stuff. And it's just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know if you remember a time when we weren't in a war or
No.
number one enemy of everybody. Like, that's why it's so scary to me. Like, how is this going to
Whatever
turn
happened
around?
to Syria?
Dear
Weren't we
Lord.
just at war with Syria like last week or a month ago? And then it's like now I don't know. Sorry.
I'm like, you give me whiplash the way you just like, what? And I'm like, what? When did that happen?
No, it was like literally
I know you're probably right, but it was just like we were talking about Iran and then
Syria,
Syria, and I'm
Mexico.
like,
There was something happening in Mexico, and then all of a sudden, I didn't even see this one coming. It was like
nobody did. Even the people in Iran were like, why are you mad at us, bro? And now we're paying them more money? Like, so wait. This seems like a bad deal. But oh well, we did destroy their country. And by we, I mean all of us Americans paying for this. But I do hope we can make everything right. And the prices, because, I've lost family members during Afghanistan war, and it's not fair. It's the youngest and the brightest sometimes. So I feel for the dating pool because it's getting bleaker and bleaker.
Did you say the dating pool?
Yes, the dating pool. Because I've been watching all these documentaries. Have you watched Manosphere? Inside the Manosphere? Oh my God, it's on Netflix. Please watch.
And now we're going to take a quick commercial break, sponsored by eHarmony. eHarmony. What's that called? Harmony.com.
You make fun of me. I have dyslexia. What's your excuse? And you grew up in America your whole life. You only know one language and a little bit Italian. But I'm the one. Okay, whatever. Anyway, no, it's this really good documentary where they're talking about these 20-year-olds who are like obsessed with how they look and like just the most annoying people you could think of in human form. And they're all listening to these podcasts where they're like talking to them about how you can have multiple partners, how your women are you just tell them what to do. They have to do it. They have to put up with your lifestyle. Your wife and their family live in a different house while you live in another house having the time of your life. These are like real weird tech bros, podcast bros.
Which show is this?
That came out 4 years ago. Like that was made 4 years ago. So they're even worse now. There was a video of this girl. Her boyfriend was injecting drugs into her face that she got off of the internet. He is not a nurse. These are teenagers.
When you say drugs, are we talking about Botox?
No. Well,
what
NAD
drugs?
plus, also the steroids, but then it was like, I don't even know if we're allowed to say it. Meth. I'll just say it. Meth.
Oh, in their face?
Yeah. I don't understand any of this.
Same.
I saw the video and I was just like, oh my God. And there were so many different clips of other guys doing it, but TMZ's been covering it. Page 6 has been covering it. I feel like even the big time things are covering it because
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I saw it this morning and I was like disgusted.
Drugs are bad. The TDX podcast does not support, endorse, or suggest that any drug use occurs. Stay away from drugs.
100%. And definitely stay away from your boyfriend injecting your face. Even
this sounds like a bad MTV show.
Dude, real life, I'm a drug addict in my face. I don't know. But it's called Looksmaxxing with like, I want to say 2 or 3 X's. So you might have heard, and it's just like in the last week or so, I've heard of this guy. I can't remember his name. It kind of reminds me of Culver City, but I know that's not what it is. It's like Culver. Blah, 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 blah. Well, he is part of this movement that's helping guys maximize their looks by getting more muscular. You have to take all these high end steroids. The guys are taking it, and you know what happens to men that take steroids after a while. So, on top of their hormonal changes that their body's already going through, now they're depleting the resources that they truly need to develop into the man they think they're becoming, but they're depleting it at the same time. It's like, if they knew how hormones work, they wouldn't be doing it at that young age.
There's like a slew of these Insta fitness people, boys that are very young. And I don't know if I'm like, what is happening? I didn't look like that at that
They
age.
don't look like that. Without help.
I don't know. It's just we're in a very weird, we're in a very weird time.
It is, because I think it's an attention society. Well, that's like the new coin, the new Bitcoin, even to say, is how much attention can I get? How much looks can I get? How many brand deals can I get? That's what people are doing. Like, it's the new Bitcoin. And much like Bitcoin, it's going to crash. Or maybe it's not Bitcoin. What were those stupid things people?
Crypto.
I bought one. NFT.
Oh, really?
Remember those?
Non-fungible tokens?
Yeah, more like I need my money back. That was stupid.
What did you buy?
It was I don't even remember. It was part of some investment from the guy that invented video over internet.
Listen, I know the girl whose father invented toaster
Post-it notes?
strudel.
Oh,
Toaster.
I was like, Post-it notes.
I also know the two girls that invented Post-it notes.
Well, Jeff Pulver is a real person, and he also created Vonage, which I still own. And he's a really good guy, and he created it and he made it free. He actually sued to make sure that it was free for everyone. So that's how we can get FaceTime and not be charged to use it when it first came out, even.
Oh, really?
It was video over internet. Yep, he came up with it. I know smart people. I'm trying to tell you, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. Although I am pretty smart.
You are smart. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, I like when people underestimate me to some extent too, because then it's a matter of over promising.
Paris Hilton.
She was one of my clients. I learned from the best. But yeah. So if people want to make that assumptions based on how I look, go right ahead. Because in my head, I am calculating and figuring out and documenting all of it. So I can have a good rebuttal if I need it. But it doesn't happen often. Like most people now know me around this area. Around this area. That sounds horrible, but I'm involved in a lot of social stuff. I'm on a lot of executive boards that I just quit down. I thought I was only on 3. I was on 4. So I'm down to 2.
As of last night, I heard 1, but now there's a
I forgot I was on another one because I went on LinkedIn. I was like, oh, dag nabbit. I forgot about that board that I'm still on. So, but yeah.
So how do we wrap this episode up? I don't even know where to go from here. We have been, thank you for joining us on this crazy journey of how in the hell did we get there? I think that was like the topic for this was like, where we were talking about how are we tying this into line?
5 minutes on Tesla. 10 minutes on Devil Wears Prada. That's the previous episode. You got to watch or listen. Make sure you subscribe to TDX podcast.
We're at 2 hours right now.
Podcast. And you do know that's during the time you were doing stuff.
You were vibrating and I was wrapping up my day. I don't know what you were doing. You were shaking.
Vibing sounds better than vibrating. Oh my God.
What does vibing mean?
So there's this NASA technology, shout out Artemis 2, that astronauts actually use to help recover after traveling. I have the very small version of that, of Life Pro, that you can use at home. And it's it's like a shaky thing. When you sit a lot, and I've had a pulmonary embolism, I'm always like scared of not getting my blood not getting everywhere or sitting too long. And I have an autoimmune and all the fun stuff. So this helps my legs from feeling all weird if I sit too long. That's why a lot of times I lay in my bed when I'm doing work. So it's not weird. Like I can easily prop my feet up whenever they're bothering me.
Interesting.
Or stand up. Yep.
I need
This
to get
is
my
the joy of
walking.
getting over 40.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm only 22.
I mean, I'm a 5.0, so your hair can blow. Oh, God, nobody likes him either. Or no, they do. Wait, he's got an
Who are we
HGTV
talking?
show.
Who?
Doesn't Vanilla Ice have an HGTV show?
Oh my God. Yes, the
Or
flipping
did he get arrested?
show. I don't know. It was
Oh, that's right. He got
flipping.
arrested for stealing stuff from another construction site. And oh,
You're kidding.
do you remember this?
No.
Yeah. Oh my God. I got to Google it real quick. Part of the OnlyFans start again.
I don't know what. Vanilla Ice, he had a flipping show on, oh God, it was either A&E or the something network. Maybe it was HGTV. I don't even know. Rob Van Winkle.
Yes, I'm right.
What was the show called?
Okay. Well, I don't know about the show, but in February 2015, this was that long ago, rapper and television personality Vanilla Ice Robert Van Winkle was arrested in Florida for burglary and grand theft. Police allege he stole items including a pool heater and furniture from a vacant home while renovating a neighboring house for his DIY network show, leading to a plea deal involving community service.
Now,
what?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm trying to look through it, look at it with a different perspective because these flippers, they do strange things. I'm wondering, police found stolen items, a pool heater, bicycles. I'm wondering if there was something here where he took it from a vacant house or it was in a house that was like under repossession because a lot of these flippers will buy foreclosed on houses and the bank is foreclosed on it. And technically the bank goes, I don't know.
No, he does say that it was a misunderstanding. It was blown out of proportion. It's sad that good news doesn't travel this fast. Van Winkle told reporters as he left jail. It's just out of proportion. I wish you guys would focus on all the good things I've done.
I do vaguely remember this happening. And I vaguely, like with house flipping, I remember back in when we had the housing crash of 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there were a lot of houses. Florida got hit really hard, and that's where he would be flipping, and I could see a pool being green and him going next door and taking the pool heater. There was a couple that
it does say in here that the
show.
home was in the process of foreclosure.
See,
and Van Winkle was renovating the residence next to the property, but at the same time, stealing is stealing.
True, but I didn't make it up.
Stealing is stealing.
I know, and I didn't even know that off the hand. Stealing is stealing, but I want to know who called the police. I wonder if the home was people lived there, but I don't know. That's a resourceful. No, that's not resourceful. Don't steal.
No,
I don't like being stolen from.
I mean, that other part is if when you're doing that, wouldn't that like when I don't know how these things work because I think knock on wood, never been my issue, but when you do go through a foreclosure, aren't all the things inside of it part of your paying back to the bank? So if they stole from them, it's essentially like stealing from the bank in a way. So even still, like
banks aren't in the business of owning houses. I do know that. And I don't know how you get somebody out because there's something called squatters' rights. And I can't even answer that question. Well, but I could just see a misunderstanding.
Real estate life. Maybe.
That's what I remember, but that was back in the day. I just don't know. Again, we're in a weird world. I discovered a property was foreclosed on just recently in next to a family member, and we were like, "Well, what? That's weird." And I just don't know. There's so many situations where people buy a house and they'll buy it as a rent to own, and the minute you miss a payment or the minute you are late on a payment, the clock resets. So you're basically taking a loan from the landlord who can be, it's like a personal loan. But if you miss a payment or you don't make X amount of payments and you've made, let's say 3 years worth of payments and you're renting to own, those 3 years worth of payments resets and you start from square one. So that is a practice. Racket. That's a practice that's happened. I've heard of that happening a lot. I've actually seen that also happen with businesses where a nightclub owner or restaurant owner will run a business and then he will run it to the point where it's about to break, and then he'll sell it to somebody else, but he owns the land, he owns the equipment, and he leases it to somebody else. And the minute they default, he takes it back and leases it to somebody else. And it could be the same place, but yeah, there's a lot of different real estate things we could have a whole nother episode about that. Back to vanilla ice.
This has been a fun episode.
Yes.
Wonderful little tidbits from High Point to Cybertrucks to
wars, trades. I have the show notes.
I'm like, oh, that escalated quickly. I forgot all of that.
Yeah.
We did cover all of it.
Ice,
I am
ice,
not paying
baby.
Vanilla Ice for your singing.
Wasn't it so old that it's communal property now?
I don't know, because he still performs it. So I don't know. Is that a thing? Because Happy Birthday is way older than his
copyrights.
song.
Well, copyrights expire. I don't know.
That's literally why they never sing the birthday song in
TV shows
and movies. So that's
I
way
know.
older.
I saw that somebody did that the other day, and I was like, huh.
Dude. Yeah, I don't think that's one of those things. I don't think music, because there's too many writers in that.
If I were to sing Happy Birthday to you in Italian, which is not my regular language, is that a copyright thing still? I don't know.
I don't know if the Italians have copyright.
Sing to me in German, Camille. Sing to me in French.
Darling, Dankeschön.
God.
Or I could do Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, so long. Goodbye. Farewell.
God, that was the first musical I ever saw.
I remember it being like, oh my God, they speak German. And I was like so shocked that there was Americans speaking German. I was like, oh, it was very cool, but they had a British accent. It was a very strange movie. Very strange.
Oh, anyway, thank you for joining us on this randomly random episode of the Design Exchange Podcast, TDX Pod. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Download, share with your friends. And again, I'm Danny Russo, I think, but I'm confused right now.
Okay, and I'm Camille Kauer, if you would stop. Yeah. I'm Camille Kauer. Just kidding. I was like, every time he says it, it's going to, you were talking. I was like, I can't even get my name out on this show. Oh.